Yay.
We are here. Hello,
Ding
everybody. Ding dong, the witch is alive, actually, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm looking right at her.
Oh, I'm sure
Hi,
she
Mom.
appreciates that.
She plays along. She's the one who calls my brother the flying monkey.
That's great.
That's
Tell her that I've got moose and squirrel.
No water now.
Oh god. Ugh. Don't mind me.
Blob.
A big old blob.
News articles for my area
Oh boy.
because I passed a police blockade on my way home.
And you
I
want to
didn't
know
do it.
what that's about. Probably a good
Just to
idea.
answer the obvious that I know somebody's wondering, I didn't do it.
Well,
I highly doubt
No.
you're in my city, so
I have an alibi.
Ha! I love that. It's
Oh
not that
my
I
God,
didn't do it, it's that
okay.
I have an
You know what
alibi.
do you know what it was?
What?
The first lady's here.
Oh, Jill
Really?
Biden's there?
Yeah, Jill
Oh,
Biden is at that college. That's why the college was blocked off with police, I bet.
Yeah, we had that here not long ago.
We did?
Yeah, she was at Benedict College,
Where the hell is Benedict?
Columbia.
Oh, that
Yeah,
explains why I didn't know.
she was at our community college today, so I bet that she was either leaving or she was doing her thing, because, yeah, they had the whole road blocked off for making people go around.
Oh wow. Lovely.
She's been touring most of the local HBCUs for the most part.
Cool.
Yeah, right? I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. Why Ivy Tech of all colleges? I don't know.
I have no idea what
Yeah.
I'm doing, by the way. I'm just randomly... I don't even know who the fuck this is. Just sketching things to loosen...
Just drawing lines.
Yeah, just loosening my hand up, basically.
I'm gonna go shove food in my face.
I've got several remarks I can make.
Actually, I'm gonna sit in my car for a little bit and charge this, and then I'm gonna go shove food in my face.
I am very fond of shoving food in my face.
Me too.
1 second on my part.
At least when I remember to eat. Do not open the door. Tell him you need a bath.
Yeah, I know y'all could hear that. Shush.
No, we're laughing because Farrell said, "Tell him you need a bath."
I mean, I just took
Yeah.
one, but okay. Oh wait, a
bath?
bass? I'm sorry, I thought you said bath. Like
What? Why?
I didn't hear that
Why?
correctly. My bad.
That's gross and fast.
I mean, they have, you know, an open container of water technically, but there's just a lot of fish, you know. You just gotta be weary of the fish. Don't mind me. I didn't. Anyway.
No, you're good. That was
Hi.
funny.
Fantastic. I love that.
Going what the hell for a minute. Should have seen the look Mom gave me.
What kind of friends you got is the only thing I can imagine she's thinking.
So y'all would not be the worst friends I've had.
My mom,
That's
whenever I bring home a good, normal-looking person, she'll realize they're not normal, and she'll go, "That's still not the worst thing she's brought in this house."
Yeah, I had that show. Give it a minute, you can ask her yourself.
Ha.
Hey, Mom. Hey. What would you do if I brought home somebody who looks normal?
Problem is, we have normal people right here.
Ew.
You act normal around here, the police will come get you. Smoke break.
Okay, you smoke, I break.
I feel like I want to live where you live.
Come on down here. I got
Uh.
spare room somewhere.
Oh, goodness gracious. Also, I'm gonna have to do a BRB in like, I don't know, 14 minutes or something. But it will be a BRB.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
So, yeah.
I don't work today, so I'm free all night.
Fuck yeah!
Me too.
Ahoo.
I work tomorrow, though. Gross.
Yeah, gross.
I'm just working on more paintings and stuff to sell.
I'm just still aggressively throwing our link wherever I can find places to throw our link.
Yeah.
So Hubs saw one of my ideas listed up yesterday and was like, should make Darcy a half orc, and I'm like, how about half goblin?
Ha.
Sorry,
I hear
go on
Goblin.
about
I think Goblin Slayer.
I mean, could definitely do that.
Do not do that.
No, make Darcy a half goblin.
Oh, I thought you meant we create Goblin Slayer.
Probably not a good idea.
No.
Not a good idea. We
Let's
like
just say that
goblins.
Name was so fucked up I couldn't make it past episode 2.
Ugh.
I must have read that last night when I was half asleep, because I don't think that's something I would have read while I was awake.
Are you looking at your history being like, the fuck?
Well, I reloaded the archive so I could check for new stories, and one of them, the hyperlink, is gray, which means I read it.
Oh no.
But I'm looking at this and going, when did I read this?
Don't you hate it when it happens? You're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, that is less
awesome.
fun.
Also, not Bobo is really lucky I am not a vindictive person.
Oh dear, why?
Because I commented on their story last night, and I said something about hoping Rain and Ida got out of it, and they're like, I'm gonna point you at the last tag on this fanfic, because I haven't read the tags in a while, I forgot what was up there. This fic is literally tagged unhappy ending.
Oh.
And I would like to remind you all that I'm a story person.
That you're a what?
I'm their story exchange person.
Oh. Oh goodness.
You're fucked.
So I'm like, you are so lucky I'm not a rude person.
I will be.
Well, no, also one of their, I was like, I could write the really depressing one I wanted to write, but then I reread their triggers, and one of them was major character deaths, and I was like, okay, fine, I won't write that one.
Yeah, unhappy endings don't necessarily mean character death, so.
Nope. I'm like, well, at least I got that to look forward to.
They'll all be alive, but that doesn't guarantee what state they'll be in.
Exactly.
Ha.
Oh, we know they could end up in Alaska.
Ha.
Why would you want to go there?
Ugh.
Supposedly
My
it's
mom
really
took a
pretty.
cruise there.
I don't-
I was gonna say, my mom took a cruise there. She said it was really pretty. One of the people on her cruise died in a plane accident, though.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, no
Yeah,
thanks.
They went on one of the float planes, and then the ship made an announcement that they were delayed because they were waiting for a couple who was on a float plane, and then they found out the float plane went down.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, that
Yeah.
does happen a lot in Alaska.
Yeah.
Hi, gremlin child. You see that you're a ninja. You're nin. You and him, man. They're both wearing all black. Snooping around, sneaking around.
Gonna lie, I heard her say seed ninja, and I'm thinking of that story y'all were talking about.
No.
Wait, I need context. What story?
Did you not go into the cursed section yet today?
No, I have not.
Go into the cursed
Orphan
section
work has done it
today.
again.
The orphan writer has done it again, and
Writing.
it's
Is it when a plant member loses a duel, or starting a garden requires some? Oh.
It's when a plant member loses a duel. Yeah. Yeah, it's that one.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. I just read the tags.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe don't read that on stream.
Yeah, probably not.
I won't talk about it. I'm
Do
definitely
it,
reading it.
do it.
I love it. You're like, I'm gonna read it. I'm just not gonna talk about it.
Or if I do talk about it, it'll be really vague.
Sounds like the best plan. Keep this story
Tell me
real
when
vague.
you're done, and I will say, because I want to say the thing that I immediately got out of, like, the first impression I got from that while I was reading it, but tell me when you're done reading it first.
Okay.
To answer your question, Donna, I was just sketching some randomness to free my hand up, and I don't know. At first, I had no clue who the heck I was drawing, and then it has turned into Liam and Baby Luce from the Grandma Terra AU. So.
Oh, is that...
Grandma Terror or Her Miracles?
Grandma Terra.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out if it was actually from Her Miracles, but in case anyone's wondering, that means there's another AU that may or may not be going into existence at some point.
I apologize for nothing.
But point is, this one is from Grandma Terra AU for sure. For sure. And you would think it would be Manny, but it just happens to be that this is Liam.
Playing with his little niece. Leave him the hell alone. Teaching her how to be a little mischief maker.
Absolutely.
Log out.
Danny, oh my god, actually. That's a good question. What is that? Do you mean, hold on, do you mean Danny's baby or do you mean Izzy?
What? Excuse you. Oh, like look at my middle fingers over here.
Because Danny's baby is absolutely probably going to be taller than him by the time they're 7, I think.
Talking about today about the fact that your hands, like they were talking about.
Well, I mean,
cats
yes, you're correct, but I meant, that's what I meant, biologically. To be fair, actually, now that I think about it, even Izzy's probably going to be like that. I mean, we know who her mom is, so absolutely. For anyone who doesn't know, Danny is my one of my OCs, and he's like, it's debatable whether he's actually 5 feet tall or not.
What's that?
No teeny jeans, absolutely.
Member who's actually shorter than Terra, or
It's an OC from my original series, Darkfire. I've shown him on here before. He's the doctor, and yeah, and so he ends up with a woman who's how tall is she again? 6'7" or some shit. So yes,
what the fuck did I just read?
I know, right? Okay, now that you're done reading it, when I read that, the only thing that I could think, and this gives me like 100%, like I already know that this person reads mine and Frankie's stuff, but when I read that, the only thing I could sit here and think is, God, that's a dread rose. They just,
oh good, I'm not the only one who's fucking thinking it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh my god. they put
I was like, wait a minute.
In here.
Bro,
we
you
didn't
know
even
what?
read it, so I didn't know.
Your canon is so ingrained in my brain, it didn't even register to me that had to be your canon. Like, I didn't even think about that. I was like, oh, it's a fucking dread rose. But now that you said that, my brain just put 2 and 2 together. I went, oh my god, it was a dread rose.
Oh my god, yeah, it's a fucking dread rose, bro. and okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's an intense irony to the fact that they made that a Dread Rose. It's nothing of that nature. I'm gonna put it this way: there's nothing of that nature, but it's still ironic that they made that a Dread Rose, and I'm just rolling with it at this point because I am 98% sure that that's a damn Dread Rose that they're talking about. You can't convince me otherwise at this point, unless the Orphan Rider comes to life and reveals themselves and says, "Actually, no, I am pretty much convinced that that was a Dread Rose."
Yes, me too.
I don't think that's going to happen, given all their other stuff.
I know, right? I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
what is the person? Oh, they're definitely watching the streams. Well, okay, I don't know that they're watching the streams, but
Well, I was about to say, if in the event that the Orphan Rider / Anon is in this stream right now, I want to know who the hell you are.
there ain't very many people in this stream right now. So there's
So you
only-
also post videos to YouTube, so...
I do that, yeah. So that's true. And I actually have people watching on YouTube, believe it or not.
Like, we ain't mad.
Yeah.
We're just curious as to who you are.
Well, I was actually about to say, honestly, like, people write whatever they write, okay? I mean, write whatever you want to write. So, I mean, if that's what you want to write, that's what you want to write. I'm not going to sit here and bash on somebody for what they're writing, whatever the reason it is. Sometimes people just need to vent it. Sometimes people have things they're working through. Sometimes people got an itch they got to scratch. Whatever. That's the point of writing. It's free speech.
Apparently they're
okay.
scratching you guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
What was that? Was that Frankie?
Yes.
What'd you say?
What'd you say? I didn't hear it.
I said, apparently they're not scratching their itch, they're scratching Tara's.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
apologize for nothing.
Nothing at all. And yes, they are. They're available on Twitch for either 6 or 7 days. Leon, Luz, Grandma, Tara, AU. Okay, just because I'm opening up Brutus. Oh man, I think I did that in Metabang.
That sucks.
Damn it. I mean, I put Metabang up on here, so technically I can open it up. But, I don't want to open Metabang right now.
Don't trust the computer.
So what I'm going to do instead is...
Light I was using.
Let me put it this way. Wait, what? You're going to what?
So I need to finish my AMV. I might do that tonight.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, is it the one? Is it the rated one?
Yes.
Yay!
Link, whenever you're done, hon. I want to see.
Will do. Shay's gotten to see the works and progresses.
Yes. Okay, where
Thank
am I
you
going?
for using the abbreviation because I swear I don't want to explain to Mom what a whip is in this context.
Whips, and then I was like, I'm gonna use the actual expression.
That's fine.
I actually had a 17-year-old girl the other day think I didn't know what pop it like it's hot meant.
Oh my god.
Mama, no, don't ever say that again.
I didn't. Well, I went to go pop it like
Say it all the time, Mama.
Well, her issue was she split her britches from yonder when she did it. That's what you get for dropping it like it's hot.
Wait, was that the crash test dummy? Is that what you did?
The crash test dummy.
Yeah, this chick is like 2 years or maybe so younger than I am. She's had 50 car accidents since she got her driver's.
Ow!
Got
Wow.
more.
That's special.
That's a lot.
That is.
And please note,
I
Mom
thought
is
my
on
one was bad.
I've had one. Wait. What?
They know you're old. I was just making sure they didn't think you were like 70.
I mean,
I'm absolutely about to die.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute, I need to shut up right now. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
To die.
It's gonna be like that stupid video I sent Farrell, the dumb ways to die.
I give you permission to play that song at my funeral, okay?
Okay.
What do you need, Mama?
Need to make some pearls.
So you need which one?
I don't want that.
Light purple or what? I got a shiny purple. Do you want the holographic one?
I just walked into my house and my tortillas are on the floor in front of the front door. Meaning one of my cats jumped onto the counter.
Say, do you have a cat?
Yes, she does.
I do!
Okay.
One of my cats must have jumped onto the counter, grabbed the tortillas, and dragged them to the door.
That explains it. Better than my cat who gets on the stove and just sits there.
My cat's
I know which
involved
one it
in
was,
spot,
too.
and if
Where are
you're on the
you?
stove, you're gonna be heated.
Got any more of that pink right there?
I have that pink. I have the glow in the dark one that's kind of like that.
I forgot I bought these. Are they still good?
About useless.
They are not still good. Damn it. I completely forgot I bought those.
I might have another one over.
What are you gonna do?
Here, use the top.
Oh, because you're full. Okay, cool.
I'm not made of mud. Why am I like this?
I blame the cat for that.
That's for the best.
Okay. I'm gonna make
Don't
potatoes,
blame
I
the
guess.
cat.
The other one you got.
I've got crimson and I've got vermilion. Those are about the only pinkish
that?
color. Crimson. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and trash that pink.
Can you get to that back door?
Anybody want to eat supper?
I'm good.
Good, I got plenty cooked for you.
I got ramen noodles.
Got real food.
No, I'm alright, Daddy. I'm not hungry right now. Be there in a minute. Depends how often do I actually eat real food. What is what? Like 15 paint bottles right there, Mom. Be more specific.
I need another color.
Okay. Where's
Which one? There's 4. Ooh, glow in the dark. Okay.
Alright. Why are you meowing at me?
Meow.
Was that the cat?
Yeah.
Disgruntled little meow was your cat.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
That's his mom's
Love
home and not paying attention to me, meow.
I love that it's that specific.
Yeah, I literally, Loki is very, like, expressive. I can tell what he wants based on how he meows at me.
Oh, you're
That was definitely give me attention.
nice.
But then he's got, like, another specific meow that means my food bowl is empty.
Say it's not unusual to be able to tell when they want the foods, but it is a little bit unusual to tell when they specifically when they want the attentions.
Right.
When
I
my
just
cat
stuck
wants
my finger in that damn paint.
Oh, stop that!
I can tell when my cat wants attention because she comes and she sits on me.
Will you get away from my food?
Oh,
You're the reason all my food goes bad.
Okay. cat that likes strawberry ice cream.
That's me, Mom.
No, I have a cat that likes strawberry ice cream.
Oh. Oh, that's pretty.
Okay.
Mhm.
Here's my purse back. Now. I guess I have to go eat dinner at 4:30.
Have fun. I'll be right here for at least a little while longer.
Alright, you sit and chill. I'll be back shortly. I gotta wash it before I can.
I got my whole damn hand covered in paint. And my pants.
What the fuck? My cat's about to find a dumb way to die. I'm
They're cats. It's what they do.
sitting here putting rice in the rice cooker, and this little bitch just like clawed up my back of my thighs.
Yikes.
I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you?
Take your time. I don't know how long I'll be here.
Hello?
Hello?
Maybe somebody just joining the... Oh, it's Donna.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Where did this hair come?
Oh,
Okay.
try to be quiet.
Let's see.
I don't know how many of y'all checked out the...
Do
Out
not
the what?
exceed.
Oh, I didn't know how many of y'all checked out the OneNote thing yet, but did you see what Shay posted for that high school AU? What the title of it was?
I have
No.
not yet. Haven't been on OneNote in a while, to be completely honest.
She posted a snippet of, or a blurb on there for Bad Actor and for High School AU. School one was funny as crap just because of what it was named. And what happens in it, yeah.
What was it named?
Liam's conception.
I'm so glad.
That sounds pretty fun.
Okay. Into the rice cooker. No. Whole grain. Wait.
The shiny paint on my toe. Oh,
Carefully place cooking pot closely, plug into outlet, press warm, whole grain.
Okay, I need to stop this from twisting while I'm doing this, because it is
Okay.
twisting up fucking crazy.
And mashed potatoes, because I have rice and potatoes apparently. What do you want? Come here, you little guys. There, I'm giving you attention. Are you happy?
I'm never happy.
Yeah, I don't
Bullshit.
think you are either.
Absolutely accurate, Farrell. I am definitely happy very frequently, so.
I definitely need to go with mix on. My hair is getting way too long on Vogue.
Usually, if I'm happy, it's just to piss somebody off.
No, you wanted attention. Now you get to be loved on.
And now that she doesn't
Enjoy
want it.
your retribution.
You wanted this. You asked for this.
I've got several remarks.
He's got a face that says, "Oh God, what's happening?"
She's never happy. He's married to me.
Sarah
Oh,
makes
stop
that face
it.
a lot.
Interesting. He's just a sweet old man who's not even that old yet. No birthdays in 6 days. Okay, I'm gonna put you down now.
Why is it that my friendship bracelets always curl like so badly?
Say that again?
Friendship bracelets always curl super badly.
Oh.
They just twist. Which what's extra bad about that is this is supposed to be something that I'm doing specifically so that it'll be flat.
Ooh.
People making friendship bracelets was a myth.
What? Did I duck out or did I crash or something?
In real life or on the call?
Oh. Okay, so
No, I
I'm
can
still
still hear
here.
you. We're all just being quiet.
I was just confused because you said something about people making friendship bracelets was a myth.
I thought it
And
was.
I'm not making friendship bracelets so that they can be, historically accurate or anything. I'm sure they're not. Much like fortune cookies aren't Chinese. But what I'm making is I'm trying to make a flat piece of woven fabric that is made out of strings, and that is locally called a friendship bracelet. So I am trying to make a friendship bracelet, but it ain't fucking flat.
Somebody actually making a friendship bracelet. That's why I was confused.
Yeah. No, I am actual factual making a friendship bracelet.
Boiling water.
stop being so fucking curly?
And I need to wash it for.
There you are.
Still, stop being such a bitch.
No. I take great pride in being a bitch.
I'm not talking to you. I know you're a bitch.
Okay.
Talking to this fucking stupid bracelet.
So the bracelet's the bitch.
Yes, it is a bitchy ass
I am the
bracelet.
bitch. Bracelet is a bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're the bitch, Meryl.
I will protect my title of being the bitch.
I mean, there are worse things.
I think what it is I think that I have once again made the mistake of not remembering how it is that these fucking stupid little bracelets are actually made. I'm actually doing something technique-wise wrong.
You're getting a bull.
Because every time I stop making these fuckers, I always forget how you make the fuckers. And I only ever remember that you do a half fucking hitch. And I don't think you actually do a half hitch, I think you actually do a full fucking knot. And I'm just being dumb.
You're not dumb. You know how to make too many things to be dumb.
I am simply being
Just-
dumb about it. How about that?
There you
Your
go.
brain is just on vacation right now.
I'm
It
decidedly
said in
vacating
after work
from-
hours. Tell me later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of the things that always drives me crazy is you always see like these little bracelets that people make, and mine are always fucking squirrely.
cheese sticks. Cheese sticks.
Okay, that just tells you. Okay, I need.
I don't have a cheese tax, but I'm not stupid enough to give you fuckers cheese. That won't stop you from begging like a dog. Ah, sorry, I'm just gonna put the rest of it. That's probably terrible for me, but it's fine. Hey, does anyone know if soy sauce expires?
Soy sauce has so much salt in it, I would be absolutely flabbergasted if it is possible for it to expire. Well, I am on the internet, let me look it up.
If it expires, then I'm fucked because I have soy sauce in my fridge for like 3 years before I finally ate it. Some of it.
Wait,
Right.
you put it in the fridge?
I don't worry about it. It might lose some flavor, but it won't spoil, with a few caveats. An unopened bottle of soy sauce can last as long as 2 or 3 years, basically forever, and you can safely leave an open bottle out of the refrigerator for up to 1 year.
Guess I'm good.
I'm probably fine.
If you leave it in the fridge, you're fine. If you leave it out, you're probably fine.
Yeah, I'm probably fine. There's just a little bit left in here. I'm gonna put it on the rice. I'm sure it's fine. I highly doubt I'm gonna die from spoiled soy sauce either way.
Yeah.
If you, I'm definitely gonna play Dumb Ways to Die at your funeral.
Right? If I die from expired soy sauce, you guys are all welcome to play that song at my funeral.
Fucker. I'm just gonna have to pull this fucking shit out because this is driving me crazy, and I'm crazy enough without its help.
I think this potato turned out more cheese than potato, but I'm not mad.
Did you say it's more cheese than potato?
Yes. I put lots of cheese in it.
That sounds like a good potato.
Yep. Looking about the trajectory of the sun and the moon, probably the bottom of the ocean, as you once told me. I think I can feel that. Loki, why did you do that, you fucking weirdo? I have one of those feeders where you fill the top and then it goes down into the bowl. But Loki keeps knocking the lid off and then eating out of the top instead of the bowl.
He probably doesn't like that the food falls on his face.
Maybe.
Swear
Good
to
point
God, dude,
there.
do not come up here and fuck with me. No, do not come up here and fuck with me. Leave my goddamn court alone. Don't fuck with me right now. I love you too, but no. Not right now. Don't you see that I'm trying to craft?
That would be why.
There's just nothing in that little head of his, I tell you what.
There are no light behind his eyes.
Oh,
No, the light's on. Nobody's
but they're
home.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, that is much more. That is much more the thing because he, you know, this is my black cat, so he has these brilliant, intelligent-looking eyes, and there's just no thoughts behind them. They're just really expressive. Well, because he's a solid black cat. Please don't jump up here. Do you not see that I am totally crouched over the space you would normally exist? Please don't jump up here.
You think that would stop him?
Sometimes.
Like Ed from The Lion King.
Sweetheart, I love you. Please stop.
Absolutely not.
That is definitely what's going on. He's definitely still thinking about jumping up here. And that's gonna be dumb ways to die.
All of our cats want to die today.
Not mine. Mine's, well, she hasn't jumped on the stove today, I should say. She jumped on it yesterday.
Pretty much the first thing that happened when one of my cats decided that they were going to try and see what the fuck was up with the stove area, I was like, nope! Because I don't have enough space for the stove. I use the stove too much, and I don't have enough space for them to, like, exist without catching fire. So I'm like, no, we're not playing that game. We don't play that.
And they say, no, Mommy, we absolutely are playing that game.
Knock on wood, when one of my cats jumps on the counters and she's smart enough not to do it while I'm
Back,
in here.
not back. Hold on.
Okay. But yeah, my cats actually, my cats listen shockingly well, probably because I have a tendency of doing things that, that essentially most of them view me as mama cat.
Ah.
So, like, if they piss me off, I'll flick their ears. Or I'll bop them on the head, like another cat would. So most of them, like, recognize the reprimands that I actually give. I don't, like, try to use my fucking words or anything like that, because the cat doesn't fucking care.
I think I need to try your method.
Same.
For sure. I would argue that you should never bother trying to yell at a cat or tell a cat what to do. Like, I talk to my cats, but I will also reinforce what I'm doing with like actions. So if they're actually pissing me off, I will back their ears and I will bop them on the head, and this is all like stuff that they will do to other cats. So it works a lot better for them for their level of understanding.
Right.
So none of my cats, only my cat out of the three cats, only mine will bite at a person, and it's because unfortunately he's one of those cats who his love language is chomp.
Yeah, that Tom Hiddleston in that music video.
Really?
Yes, there's an I Heart TH t-shirt in part of it, and it's because there's a picture of them when they were still dating that the paparazzi got, where he was wearing a shirt that said I Heart T or TS on it. And it's like he did a whole freaking section in her music video wearing that damn t-shirt.
After they broke up?
Yeah.
The I Heart Taylor Swift thing was supposed to be like a joke. If she was being a bitch about, like, I never know what to actually think of Taylor Swift. Because I can never tell whether or not she's being a cunt or whether she's just being cheeky.
Historically, Taylor Swift has been known to take jabs at her exes.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. Is I don't know whether or not she's being a cunt and these jabs are not particularly well earned, or if she's being cheeky because, you know, she's in the public eye and, you know, it
Any attention
break
is
up
good attention kind of thing,
is
yeah.
music that sells.
That's
And she's
fair.
not
I
gonna
don't
go
know.
with
I know that
the-
she's said stuff in interviews and things that makes me think that she's not being cheeky about it, but I could be wrong. I don't know her, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like that's kind of what I'm getting at though, is I can never get a good read on her. Like, I have never seen anything about Hiddleston that makes me believe that he's an asshole.
No, honestly, and again, I don't know Tom Hiddleston, but I'm being obsessed with Loki as I was when I was 16. I stalked the man, basically, and I never saw anything but good things about him.
Yeah. And the thing is like, I've never seen, like, usually when someone is an asshole, you'll see something about them being an asshole. Or, like, something where you're like, that's not so great. Maybe fucking don't, bruh.
Right.
And that is kind of the feeling I'm starting to get off of Swift. Is, maybe fucking don't, bitch.
Right.
Because, like, first off, I understand the desire to do the whole, irritated with the ex thing. Because, yeah, I've been mad at my ex before, too. I mean, I don't get that way. I haven't been that way for a very long time because, my husband's one of my former exes. I don't fully understand the desire to be that kind of spiteful.
Right. No, I get
Me neither,
you.
but that's usually because I just do it while I'm dating them. Like, just before I break up with something, I'll do some shit and like, yeah, no, we're over, fuck you.
Yeah. Like the dog treat thing, which was fucking great.
To be fair, that was Mom's idea.
That's still fucking great,
can't-
though.
Well, and
I
have been
Oh, go ahead.
ornery at my husband. I have been very, very ornery at that man. I mean, he has tolerated several instances of abject bullshit, for reasons that were just reasons. And you know, he and I either got over it or he laughed at it with me. Because that's just the way we are. But, like, I don't see a bunch of, like, good-natured. Like, if she occasionally did something that was, like, actually good-natured, and that doesn't sound particularly, like, good-natured, he was wearing a shirt that says he loves you. Like, why you gotta be so mean?
Why you gotta be so rude? Sorry.
I'm human too.
Yeah, no, and also, like obviously I know she's done it for her other exes too. That's kind of something she's known for, but I was definitely biased on the Hiddleston front and given everything, because, like, I was mad when I found out they were dating, and I was more mad after they finally broke up, because Tom Hiddleston was the actor where I always wanted to meet him, because he would do Q&As or, like, private meetings with the fans and whatnot, and after the whole Taylor Swift thing, he stopped doing that because he kept getting asked about his relationship with her.
Is that a new Tumblr?
Huh?
It was on my Tumblr.
glad
I
you
went and
say.
put the thing. I went and put the thing. Don't say anything. Don't comment. Just read it.
The worst part is I can't even deny that.
Neither can I. I literally can't. I actually cannot deny that one.
At least you know they read your stories.
Right? Well, I mean,
Wait,
that's
where did
probably
you-
from the headcanon post, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that too.
No, that's from the headcanon post.
But yeah, no, there used to be like all
Ow.
sorts of stuff that just stopped because of that whole thing. So I was very upset.
Well,
when
and also I've heard several people make suggestions that just that when she suddenly when she stopped dating him, that things kind of dried up for him, which
Bullshit.
sucks.
last I checked, he's engaged.
Oh, he definitely is, and they have a kid. That's not the kind of dried up I'm talking about.
Like, his career type dried up, or what?
Yes, like there
He's
was.
still in movies and shit, ain't he? You
Yeah.
said he's Loki, right?
He is now, but but he hasn't been. He has been getting more jobs more recently, but for a while there, Loki was all he had. Was the suggestion that the girls in the Loki server made was that Taylor Swift had fucked things up for him, and so he only had Loki, like he didn't get anything else. Now, I don't actually pay attention to this shit, so as far as I know, they could be completely talking out their ass. But
I'm gonna tell you they're talking out their ass because Only Lovers Left Alive, Crimson Peak, and the historical documentary that he was the star in all happened after Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but those happened all
he was
fairly
in Crimson
recently.
Peak?
No, those were 2014, 2015. They happened right after Taylor Swift.
Okay. Then they are absolutely talking out their ass. Which is fine. I am much happier that they're talking out their ass and that they're wrong about it than the idea that they could possibly be right about it. I would much rather them just be absolutely full of shit.
Right. Like, he's got, because, like, I feel like the issue that ran with those is some of those were indie films that, yeah, he was the star, but they were indie films, and I feel like people just instinctively don't give indie films as big of a, oh, look, it's an indie film, as opposed to a Hollywood blockbuster.
Which is dumb.
It is dumb, because honestly, Crimson Peak is one of my favorite movies. It's very creepy and very disturbing, and I love it.
I didn't realize that was indie, actually.
I'm pretty sure that one was. I'm not 100% sure. I know Only Lovers Left Alive was. It wasn't a big name. Like, they might not be indie, but it was not a big company that did that one.
Right.
And the historical documentary was a BBC show, so. Which also TV shows don't get as much vibe as movies, but I don't know. He definitely still had career things. I think the thing is he's in more big stuff now, so that's why people are like, oh, she dried up his career and now he's got more roles. It's like, no, now he's got more mainstream roles.
Yeah.
Which is, like I said, I much prefer for that to have been incorrect, because he definitely deserves to get roles, because he seems very much so like he is an extremely respectful, extremely sweet person. I've seen nothing but good things about him, and I would much prefer that people who I hear nothing but good things about have good things happen for them,
Right. Well, because there are videos I've seen. There was one where these people ran into him randomly in a parking garage, and his security tried to stop them, and Tom literally went, nope, it's fine, and, like, did signatures and pictures for them. There was another one where he was filming a movie, and the girl was standing on her porch because she could see him filming, and she was keeping her distance. But he ended up running over to her, and she freaked out, but he was like, it's cool. He's like, but you've got bright purple hair, and it's very cool, and I really love it. He's like, but you're actually in the shot, and we're doing a historical film. He's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, you're fine. She's like, he was so sweet about it. She's like, I felt really bad.
That's so awesome, though.
Yeah, so, like, every time I hear something about Tom, it sounds like it's just the sweet. It's kind of like Danny DeVito. I have never heard a mean story about Danny DeVito.
Right.
I really like for nice things to happen to people who are nice. And he seems like he's nice, and I can't say that I actually feel the same sort of thing about Taylor Swift.
Right. Because we've all heard things about Taylor, which, like you said, typically.
I mean, she's literally capitalizing. Like, it is a huge thing that she is capitalizing off of her former relationships. She's making a living off of being cruel to her exes. You know, sure, some of them may well fucking deserve it, okay? There's definitely going to be people who fucking deserve it. But
But it's hard to tell who does and doesn't when she does it to everyone.
she does it to everyone, and she frequently tries to not actually tell you who it was. She just leaves breadcrumbs so you have to kind of guess who it was. And that's I just
It's
genuinely
very known for that.
don't like that particular. Like, she made some comment at one point in time about, come on, can't I have something about wanting to have some privacy? And it's like, bitch, you're making money off of not having privacy. Don't fucking even. Don't fucking
Choosing
even.
to make money off of not having privacy.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Abigail.
Hi.
Sorry, I would have gotten on sooner, but I had to help Rebecca get the mattress she was buying from me out of my house.
Oh, gotcha.
You're good.
Have fun with that.
I just didn't know you were in here. It was like suddenly Abigail.
Suddenly, Abigail.
Like how Shay's drawing the picture of the plant that we were talking about was in the cursed fic.
Well, I realized I hadn't done this yet, and I'm like, oh shit. Because for those who don't know, which anyone who's read it should know, the Dread Rose is the symbol of the plant coven. The Dread Rose is the plant coven embodied, basically. And I just realized I had never actually drawn it in its contained form, which is what the sigil was based off of. So I'm like, I need to do that now, since we were talking about it. So,
But anyways, yes, she chooses to make money off of having absolutely no goddamn privacy.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry that you're upset that people are curious who it is you're talking about when they know damn well you're talking about one of your exes. I'm sorry that you chose to do this thing.
wait, no, I'm not. Sorry. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
That was perfectly on time. That was perfectly on time.
One of the things that's like it was always a big deal was Carly Simon refused to name who You're So Vain was about. But the thing was she doesn't like there's a few people who it might be. But you know what? There's a few people who it might be, and nobody except the person that she actually auctioned the information off for charity at one point in time, and it is something that person in order to actually receive that information, that person had to sign an NDA, so they wouldn't blab it. And I'm like,
so in other words, she kept it private. Like, even though it's a public song, she kept the situation private.
Song, but she actually kept that shit private. And I might add that I don't know of her making an entire fucking career off of songs like that.
Right. And like, that's the difference between her and Taylor, is that literally Taylor Swift is known amongst the Swifties, which I am not a Swiftie as much as I was a bisexual Taylor fan, but she is literally known for leaving breadcrumbs absolutely fucking everywhere for all sorts of things. So she literally made a career off of dropping hints for things she knew people would inevitably figure out.
I love, by the way, that you almost said breadcrumbs.
Even not listening to her music, I knew that basically every song that I knew of hers was a breakup song.
Exactly.
For a long time, every song that I knew of hers was a breakup song. And it's like, there is one thing.
I know who sings the damn songs.
See, the thing is I listen to rock and roll, usually on the harder end. So
I'm gonna say I'm a
I'm
metalhead primarily, so
I'm over
everything.
here like
I
my
listen to
soft
basically
end is
anything
things
everything.
like Shine Down, and like that's where I get my softer songs from is you know stuff like that. And the rest of the time I'm like sitting here jamming out to System of a Down and shit like that, because of course
fuck
I
yeah.
like slightly older stuff because I am slightly older.
I like
But
the older stuff, and I'm younger.
I was
Well,
gonna
younger than
say,
you.
Yeah.
in
You
in
ain't
when
fairness,
it comes to
part
that
of
genre
the
of
reason I
music,
said
you
that
pretty
is
much
because
just listen to all of it.
Mm-hmm.
and part of the reason I specified that is because, there's a lot of those songs that I'm very, very fond of, largely because they are the songs that were on the radio when I was a teenager.
And that's literally I think the only reason, because like I said, I'm primarily a metalhead, but I still listen to like Taylor Swift and Lady Gaga, and I think it's because it itches that part of my brain where I'm like, this is the shit I listened to as a teenager.
Right.
But that's the only reason, because it's like hits that nostalgia factor, so I know them, and I don't mind them because of that.
And
Yeah.
only because of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
My
I don't seek
YouTube
them out.
playlist
If you
goes
ask me
from
about modern music, I couldn't fucking tell you.
my YouTube
Right.
playlist goes literally from Eminem to French opera sung in Japanese from an anime to freaking We Didn't Start the Fire. Okay, so
I was about to say,
I'm not
my
judging you,
music
man.
taste is literally fucking everywhere.
Honestly, I say metalhead because that is what I primarily listen to, but I do listen to everything at least a little bit.
Yeah.
I do not listen to everything. I will
And there's
openly admit
nothing wrong with that. But no, I'm
Absolutely
like
not.
thinking, I'm like, oh, I like some softer shit, and I also kind of like rap depending on who the artist is.
That's actually one of the places where, like, I genuinely don't like 95% of rap.
It's okay, I don't like 95% of country.
yeah,
You know, I have a
Funny
really
because
hard time finding anybody who likes 90, like, really. Like,
I was in my best
genuinely.
friend's. Okay, wait, when I went out drinking the other night with my friends, the bestie's niece was the one who was driving us, and she had country on the radio, and I was like, why is there country coming out of your radio? And she went, because I like country, and I went, what is wrong with you?
I believe
yeah.
that. I believe
I
that.
really, country does have some good songs, but
Well, like,
Yeah.
there are certain country artists who I absolutely adore. Most of them are old.
George
For
Strait.
instance, Dolly Parton.
And
Yeah.
it's country because it's like that rock hybrid.
Rockabilly, yeah. Yeah, I am totally down with some rockabilly, but I do not think your tractor's sexy.
I know that one only because my family on my dad's side is very, very fucking hick, and they used to listen to that all the time when I was a child, so that one holds some nostalgia bait for me.
The one, okay, so the ones that, now this is my person who I genuinely don't believe is a good person, but I still will occasionally listen to their music. Garth Brooks is that way for me.
Yep. Okay, listen. I actually know some shit. You want to know why? Because his family didn't live very far away from where, like, my family camped out. And so,
Wow.
like, essentially, I don't even remember now where this was. However, like, it's one of those things where he was in the neighborhood where everyone was. So they know factually the way that he behaved. Not like from the tabloids. Not they know for a God, for put your hand on a Bible, I'm swearing it, kind of fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, he's genuinely a shitty person.
Yeah. Well, and I kind of,
which sucks because his voice is like he's got them songs that just sound good, but like good gosh,
good gosh,
Shitty
did you neglect him as a
people
shitty
that I'm
person?
ashamed that I like their music.
Yeah,
Fucking
that.
Marilyn Manson.
I was really upset when I found out that Marilyn Manson is genuinely a shitty person and not
And
like
it's not just a fucking
Oh wait, he
persona.
really is a shitty person? No.
He did something that rhymes with grape.
Oh my god.
Um,
Damn it.
well, there's
Motherfucker.
that, and the fact that apparently there's that, and the fact that apparently the whole we all thought was him pretending and making fun of the whole fascism thing was
Oh
him
yeah,
just
but
silently wishing he could and really enjoying the whole Nazi aesthetic to the point where he just kind of did that thing. And because he was a shock rocker, he could get away with it. Turns out he is highly right wing.
he's racist and anti-Semitic as fuck.
Yeah.
Lovely.
It is. He is.
He literally, we all thought that his dirtbag persona was a persona, and it's not. He's a fucking dirtbag.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it turns out. Well, and what's really funny is he was so. As a real person, he was so.
He seemed really
quiet.
down to earth and quiet.
He seemed really subdued and quiet, and it turns out that was the persona, not the dirtbag.
Yep.
The person he was on
Yeah, I
stage
just listened.
was the person he actually was.
I was gonna say, I watched the Illuminati on YouTube, and she just did a whole half-hour documentary on all the shit that Manson did, and I listened to it at work today, and I already knew, but like having it all put together like that, I was like, holy fucking shit.
Oh boy.
What's really hilarious is I have a buddy who pretty much based his entire personality off of Marilyn Manson, and I have to kind of question whether or not I want to talk to him anymore.
Oh no.
Did he know though? That's the question.
I don't think he did at the time, but now that he does, he hasn't like changed his look from last time I saw. But he always preferred the goth end of things.
Well, then yeah, he could just
the
be.
shock rocker end of goth. So
Could just
I
be a
don't
gothy
know.
boy.
I haven't talked to him in a while because he moved away and kind of he hasn't reached out and we haven't reached out, and we just kind of fell out of touch type thing.
Right. I was gonna say, because like my friend Salem, Abigail's friend Salem too.
Yeah.
But he definitely has like the gothic shock rocker look. But he fucking hates Marilyn Manson with a burning fiery passion now that all the shit's come out.
Can't blame him too much there. I have to pull something out of my foot. Something's in my foot.
In your foot. Oh, okay.
On a Lego or a needle?
Potentially a needle.
I'll tell you when I manage to get it out of my foot.
Yeah, I guess I should clarify that everything with Manson right now is, well, aside of the anti-Semitism and the racism that's been proven, but all the like allegations are just that right now, allegations. But with how many people came forward, I highly doubt that they're all lying.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a motherfucking cat whisker.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
It was like a 1/4 inch into my fucking foot.
Yeah. Was it on the bottom of your foot?
Oh yeah, on the bottom, on the calloused part of my foot.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
But holy Jesus, a 1/4 inch into my fucking foot.
Yeah. The fun part is when it breaks off when you're trying to pull it out.
Ah!
Ow.
Luckily, it was along underneath the callus, so I was able to pull it backwards out. So it wasn't hard to pull out, but it was, when I tried to tug on it with my fingers, it did not come out, so I had to get the tweezers.
Yeah.
Ow.
That was unfun.
One of the perils of having cats. Their fur and whiskers will stab you.
Stabby stab.
Thing is like, all of my cats are largely really soft, so they don't have particularly stabby hair.
Same.
It's just, this was I know whose whisker it was. It was my cat's whisker, too. But...
The betrayal.
Betrayal.
But I don't know how I managed to get... Because also, another reason why this is so fucking baffling is my feet are fucking tough.
Yeah.
Like, part of the reason I was fucking around with my feet is the calluses on my heel are so bad that I, like... Occasionally they start cracking, and then I have to peel back a chunk and cut it off with, like, toenail clippers.
Yeah.
I don't bleed from it because that's how thick my fucking calluses are.
Damn.
Nice.
So, yeah. The kids hate it because occasionally I'll just sit there and I'll take my thumbnail and I'll start sawing through the callus with my thumbnail.
And they're like, Mom!
It actually really doesn't hurt because it's all just dead skin that's peeled up and it's not connected, and it should have fallen off, but it didn't.
Yeah.
It sounds horrifying, and I recognize that, and I'm sorry.
Why do I have evil Care Bear stickers in my Etsy cart?
That is a good question.
I
My
mean,
dear?
because evil Care Bears?
Oh, that's why. I see why now.
Because evil Care Bears, obviously.
Yeah. It's a bunch of caricatures. Like this one says, "Eat shit and die, bear."
Shit, bear.
That is
Hello,
beautiful.
Win. How nice of you to join us at this very fortuitous moment.
Yeah.
Wait, Farrell, this one's you.
Literally,
It says fuck with me and I'll put your sorry ass into intensive care, bear.
Yeah. I like
That's
that one.
fantastic. I like that one.
Fuck yeah.
Damn, just call me out.
Fucking accurate.
Accurate. Yeah.
I am absolutely under no obligation to do what I'm doing right now. I am doing it anyway, though.
Still want to get that tattooed on my arm whenever I can.
Right? Part of me feels like I'd like to do that, but I also feel like that's false advertising because I accidentally kill plants by looking at them sometimes. So, like, I just feel like that would be not a great, yeah, you know, like.
I'm a wild witch.
I almost feel like maybe I could have an honorary role considering my topics, but yeah.
Kill almost anything, but I'd still be in a coven, probably. Or at least a coven I like.
Right.
Which, hey, if it has the wild party nights, I'll do it. Either.
If I had to put a coven sigil on me, it's gonna be the Bard Coven.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah, if I had to do one, it'd be Bard as well.
And that's because they're pretty much the cheat coven. They can still use all the magic as long as they use an instrument to do it.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess the only other question is can they use their voice as an instrument?
Yes.
Because
I think
No,
I
they
believe
can.
So. That's kind
Yeah.
of what Rain was doing with the whistles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, okay, so then I could definitely be Bard Coven. But, yeah. That is definitely a hard one because it's like... but...
Oh shit! I need to hold on. I gotta mute the mics real quick. Give me a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
Ding dong, welcome back to the shit show.
Exactly. Oh, well, definitely here. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. I had the
Nobody
wrong...
else saw what Win typed, but Win was like, you know what sucks? That there's no Fibercrafts coven. And I just realized as I was sitting here thinking, technically the construction coven might actually cover that.
Cover what? What did she say?
Fibercrafts.
Technically there could be a Fibercrafts coven, because while they always focus, at least towards the later seasons, or later season, I guess I should say, on the main 9 covens, you gotta remember there are little sub-covens that exist.
Yeah, wasn't there like the tiny cat coven or something?
There's a Tiny
Yeah,
Cat
that was
coven,
one of
there's
them.
the Baking coven.
They are all
There's all those-
listed actually on the, if you go to the Owl House wiki, they're all listed. All that we know of, let me put it that way. All that was
Right.
seen in show. Now, whether
Right,
they
but,
have
like,
sigils that
convention
are
showed a whole bunch
binding
of them.
is another question. I don't think their sigils are binding.
I mean, I would assume they were, but I feel like they got a little bit skewed as the plot went on. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, with I forgot her fucking name, mentioning the Tiny Cat coven, they were like noting like, hey, look, the sub covens still exist, we didn't forget about them, but they became such a small part of the lore that they just stopped giving them any attention at the end.
Yeah.
It is that they're just that
Okay, so that actually
sub-coven.
still
They're-
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
Severine.
They're
Sorry, I
actually
remembered the name.
they're actually part of the bigger covens. They just have a hobby that they all get together and do. That's why they make, and it's called a sub coven because it's just kind of like a D&D group. It's their little group of friends who get together and do this or talk about this or something. No different than us, honestly. And they could all be part of separate covens, the main 9, or because if they're the ones whose sigils are actually binding, but Belos wants everyone to be part of the covens, then even the sub-covens would need one of the main 9 sigils, right?
Well, that's what I was
Theoretically,
saying.
yeah. See, that's what I was actually going to say. What I was going to say was, the sub-covens, like the Tiny Cats coven, would theoretically be a specialized subset of the Beast coven. And then, like, Fibercraft would be a specialized subset of the Construction coven. And so they may have their own sigils, but I would assume that what they had was the main sigil with perhaps tertiary sigils around it.
I was about to say, the secondary covens have their own sigils.
What?
If you look on the...
We saw one of them. The one that we saw was the Baker's Coven, but it has its own sigil. It's a cupcake with horns and a face.
So,
Nice.
essentially what she was just saying then, yeah, like possibly they could have tertiaries. But, being that the sigils technically exist for the smaller
Oculus
covens.
Coven sigil we also saw.
Yep. Then it's possible that
So
those are binding as well. But maybe it's also that they still fall within those categories. So that's why you still only saw 9 categories on the Day of Unity. And so they would still go into like wherever the blanket coven is, but they do have their own sigil for their specific coven kind of thing.
Well, and I was also going to say, it's not like you needed to be at the Day of Unity for the spell to work on you.
Correct.
Look at, like, Bump or Alador or Hunter.
The other teachers, all that stuff.
Exactly. So it's like one of those things where, like, yeah, it could have been binding, and yeah, maybe they shoved them into the individuals, or maybe there was, like, a small subsection, because I feel like those covens aren't that popular, so maybe there's just a small subsection that we couldn't see because it was so small.
Right. Or potentially they just didn't think that far ahead.
No, and really, actual lore-wise, I think that's exactly what happened, is that they just didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah.
But...
Because, like Chris has pointed out, it's it's just a cartoon show for kids. So like we're delving deep into shit that, you know.
Also, when Convention aired, that was the first half of season 1, which is when the Disney executives were still jerking Dana left and right, and she didn't know if she would be able to tell the story she wanted to tell.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Biatch, where is the... Oh, I see it.
Sounds like me most of the time.
There we go.
Motherfucker!
What?
Fine! Not you. I will color it by hand. Damn. Shit.
That sounds awful.
So awful.
Oh, wow. I wonder what coloring it by hand is like.
God.
Okay, you know what? It's very different when you're on a digital device.
Yeah, I know, I was just being a little shit.
I like coloring with the real stuff. Aw, Bubby, you're so sweet. I felt something on my arm.
I thought you
looked
said
over.
Bumpy.
Oh no, Bubby.
Oh.
I looked over and because I felt something on my arm, and my Loki just like lifted his paw and set it on my arm, like, hello.
Hello.
I thought you said Bumpy like Bump, and I was about to say, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Hold on, what? What did you just say?
Literally, what?
And Bumpkins, never call me that.
Don't ever call me that.
You know who's gonna call him that?
No!
I swear, if we get an orphan story with that in it, then we're definitely gonna know somebody's watching.
Anon and or Orphan Writer, if you hear this, do it.
Let's torture Bump with the fucking nickname.
Oh god, now that's in my head, son of a bitch.
Just imagine Tara yelling that out during sex and Bump's reaction.
Cause I'm just, like, my brain is just going, you know, cause my brain is like, you know, they're doing the do, and she's riding, and she shouts it out, and he's like, oh hell no, and then she's just like, oh, hell yeah, and then just like, tendrils everywhere fighting. They're fight fucking.
Suddenly hate sex.
It's like a no-holds-bar wrestling match, but with penis already in the vagina.
Laughing. Yo, stop making me laugh. Damn.
I'm choking on rice, it's fine.
Imagine that happening on the desk.
Oh god. After the fact.
Imagine the mess that would make.
I know, that's what I was just thinking.
So much of a mess. Like, that would be such a
books
disaster.
and fucking papers and shit everywhere.
I mean, she had no issue fucking on Faust's desk.
Well, okay.
Isn't it the same desk?
First of all, yes it is. Second of all...
Ow. Ow. Fuck.
Second of all, I was more talking about, like, if magic gets involved, the entire fucking room's gonna be trashed.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's
Probably
kind of
wouldn't
what
be the
was going
first
on
time
in my
she's
brain.
been all over that room.
Oh my god.
It's like that the whole fucking room is just there's just no hope for the whole fucking room.
like after the fact, one of the teachers knocks and it's like, everything okay in there? It's like, yeah, come on in. Opens the door and they're just sort of like in the middle of the room, like having coffee, and it's like, what happened in here?
Middle of the destroyed room.
And it's like, oh, you know.
Disagreement.
We ironed it out though, it's alright.
We were arguing over whose what's it called,
Okay.
fire derby team was gonna win this year.
There you go. That's a good cover. Okay. Uh, this reminds me of a thing that I wasn't sure if it was gonna happen. It. Oh wait, shit. Never mind. I don't think I can say anything. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna mute real quick again. Sorry, stream. 1 second.
Can you
The-
hold
Sure
off
you
for a
change
second?
the screen before
Wait,
you share it.
hold on. So I was going to go ahead and do the red grass since I was, reminded via the, latest episodes that, oh yeah, most of the grass is red in the aisles. And I'm starting to think that's probably a bad idea, actually, because it's going to look like it's just like... And this is, of course, why they made... Yeah, it's going to look like it's, I guess, it wouldn't even... And the funny thing is, too, I was about to say it might look like it just got done, like, with food, but it wouldn't, because the thing is that's... They don't waste a drop. They do not waste any. They are not the vampires of dumbass vampire movies. They do not let any of that escape their grasp. So
delicious food goes in their fucking gullet, man.
This food goes where it is needed. So we are not going to do the red grass, actually, even though obviously that wouldn't be blood. But, this is probably good enough, I suppose, to get the point across.
Yeah. I mean, looks good to me.
Yeah.
Looks good to me, hon.
Brutus. The biggest boy.
Big boy.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about Vic, but big boy.
See, like... there's...
Things Sarah has said.
There's Tara for reference, right? Now keep in mind, of course, she's got, the fucking flower and so on. So like Brutus, when they say that he's the biggest, like they are serious. He is big. He is a big one.
He's a big one.
Which also should help emphasize the fact that the greenhouse is fucking massive. The best way that I could describe... Yes, because he can move around without issue outside of the spire. So the spires, the 3 spires, in and of themselves are humongous ass fucking spires, right? But he can move around outside of the spire. So these greenhouses are big constructions. They are. And it wasn't the initial plan, but that's what they turned into, because Tara just goes big or goes home, and that's her home. So therefore, that's just the thing.
You went big at her home.
Exactly. Brings a whole new meaning to when Kiki's like, "What brings you out of your greenhouse today?"
Damn thing's a palace.
And there's 5 of them. Although Central House is the biggest.
Central House is definitely the only one where you could actually put Brutus.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. Well, no, you could put him in 2 of the other ones. You could put him in 2 of the other ones. But, yeah. Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to, but you could.
Might be one of the only things in there, but...
Because you got to keep in mind too, is Brutus. There's a horde. There's several other Dread Roses with him. There's
Say, I thought you said there was a horde Dread Rose, and then you meant horde. Okay. That's what I did not.
I mean, it is their breeding season, so.
So they hear the D.
There's at least 9 others in there. I think there's actually more than that. I think it's 12 total. But I could be... No, not total, but I think it's 12, and then Brutus makes 13, but... Excuse me.
What is people's obsession with pastel fucking pink?
That is a good question.
Metallic better.
I get irrationally happy realizing that my edits are still on the wiki.
Oh, you've made edits to the wiki?
I have.
Sweet.
Only a few of my minor ones are still here because the show obviously went on and people updated it, but some of my stuff is still in here.
Sweet. I don't think it can even be updated anymore, though, huh?
No, they put a lot of it on private. I know Rain's page was the first one to go private because people kept fucking with it.
Yeah.
I don't think I have to tell you why.
Right. Why? I'm just kidding.
Actually, I wouldn't. I'm not. I'm assuming that it has something to do with Rain's, orientation.
Gender. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even think about that. I was thinking the whole brainwashing scenario.
No, they were
Everybody
fucking
going
with the
back and forth
pronouns
on
and
that is
stuff.
what I was thinking.
Nope, they was messing with the pronouns and the gender and everything, so they just locked it down.
Yeah.
Well, that makes
Assholes.
sense.
The people
It
messing with it.
sucks, though, that people can't fucking leave well enough alone.
Right.
It's like, yes, it's very obvious that Rain kind of, sort of, at least for the most part, seems to present as male. Who fucking cares? They made a point to call Rain they in the fucking show. Deal with it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, also, Rain's designed off of Avi Roke, who is non-binary.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely wouldn't know whoever you're talking about from Adam, Eve, or
It's
Steve.
Rain's voice actor.
Yeah, Avi Rogue is Rain's voice actor, but is that actually a thing? I thought, I didn't think that was actually a thing.
Yeah, no, Avi and Blue, both of Rain's voice actors, are non-binary.
No. I know they're non-binary, but were the characters modeled after them?
Oh yeah, Rain. Yeah. Dana modeled Rain after Avi. Like, at least, like the character itself. Like, Dana knew Rain was going to be non-binary and purposely looked for a non-binary actor. But after she found one, then the character itself was modeled somewhat after Avi.
Okay.
It's cool.
Sweet. I just wasn't sure. There was something, I don't even remember what now. There was something where I'm like, I felt like people were taking something too far, but I can't actually put my finger on now what it was that I was thinking. But it had to do with Rain, because it always has to do with Rain.
Can't just leave the poor Bart alone.
Yeah, leave the Bart alone, damn.
Oh.
Right?
You see the bullshit going on with them in the show? Nobody can leave that poor bastard alone.
Right?
Like, fuck.
Dana really said we show our blurb of love by giving them pain and took it literally.
Right?
That's our job. Dana, that's our job as fandom people. You're not supposed to do it.
They're your babies, Dana. You're supposed to treat them all like little chicks. You're supposed to protect them and cuddle them and tell them everything is gonna be okay.
Love.
I can tell you right now that is not how you raise chickens.
Well, okay, but you get what I'm saying, though.
No, definitely
I was
is not,
actually going to
because
say,
if you give
I
them all
thought,
the
Farrell,
love,
I
they
honestly
will
thought
beat
you were about to
them
say
death.
that's not how you treat your characters, because that's sure as fuck not how I treat
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say that too.
That too, but I figured that was obvious.
I mean, y'all have seen what I wrote, but the thing is we are doing the fandom thing, right? I'm talking about. Never mind.
Right,
I don't treat my real characters
we're supposed to hurt our
any better
blorbos.
either.
You're not supposed to hurt our blorbos. That's our job.
I literally had to like correct my damn
self.
self because I just realized even my original characters suffer horrendously. So I have no place to be speaking.
No room to talk.
I do not. I do not.
I don't.
Right. I take that back. I have no room to talk. I need to shut the fuck
give
up.
everybody trauma.
None at all.
Personally, have seen.
I don't know how to not hurt my characters.
I can go between fluff and angst at like a damn light switch, okay?
I write angst with fluff.
That you do.
You can ask Shay about some of the blurbs I send mostly to her because I keep forgetting we have a blurb channel.
Yeah.
Like, I will go from angst to hurt comfort to fluff to just spicy, all sorts of shit, like a damn light switch in reach of a 2-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Usually all right back to back.
Yes.
Okay, this is at least vaguely entertaining. So in one of my more popular Megamind fics, it kind of accidentally didn't realize this was going to happen until it happened, and then was like, yeah, but this is obviously what happened. Went from kind of just kind of slightly cracky goofball shit to fucking body horror.
Oh shit.
The point where one of the people was like, yeah, on rereads I have to skip over this part, but like it's really good. One of those sometimes I'm not the writer, I'm just the transcriptionist.
Ding 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 ding. That's what I mean. Like I'm serious when I say that shit. And then sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. And I do the act of God, and I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. That is not
And then
happening.
you try to do active God on some things, and it does not work.
And it doesn't work. Like the fucking high school AU. Like, I swear to God, I'm like, we're gonna make him not. Like, I was so mad because it's just too. Like, I'm sorry.
It is too easy to make him a creepy little asshole.
Well, let's be specific. It's too easy. It's too hard to not make him that way, is what it is. Because I tried, and it crept on back in. I'm like, can you not? Like,
No.
To be fair, you can partially blame that on me, because I am the one who brought it up.
yeah, but the thing is,
Oh, that's interesting.
what? Distract me.
You know how I had the headcanon, because I told you this when you were doing my commission, I have the headcanon that Edith's stone is actually inset and not wearable.
Yeah, like she can't remove
In her
it kind of
chest?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was right, because if you look closely at her new outfit from season 3, it's under her clothes.
Okay.
Send a screenshot.
Okay. Hey, excuse me, phone.
I would like to see this.
Download image.
They're doing the first season of NCIS. No, wait. Second season. Close enough.
Here, go.
Huh.
Oh yeah, that is definitely underneath her clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't see a chain or anything where she could actually be wearing it.
Well, my thought with it being wearable isn't so much that it's like a necklace, but actually that it will, I don't want to say suction, but that it is, or magnetized, but like it straight up will attach to her.
Stick.
Yes, and then she can take it off, but otherwise it stays there. Like it literally just stays there until she chooses to remove it, kind of thing. And in
Like limb.
yeah, and like wait, what? Oh, like limb. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point.
And then in ATE, what it is she could remove it at any time. She just chooses not to, because what it is the thing is with essence stones, is what I call them anyway. The whole point of them is that they become saturated with your essence. And the problem, like the thing is once you have a stone that you've done that with, you kind of don't want to remove it or let it get too far from you if you do, because it has your essence in there. And it's sort of kind of like, where you wouldn't want someone to have a voodoo doll of you. You don't want someone to have an essence stone that has your essence just straight up in there, because they can use that to come at you. Yes. Like not like directly control or anything, but yes, like you said, to one's detriment. Like they can use that against somebody. So like she wouldn't want to, like once you put it on, even though you can remove it, generally speaking, you wouldn't want to remove it. So either way works, but clearly it's not coming off for her anytime soon.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. Good find, though. I gotta be honest, I wasn't paying that much attention.
Sometimes I see things.
I see. No,
We are blind.
Oh, Zelly does have house stuff. This is a mistake.
uh-oh.
Why? Why would anyone want a reversible pillow of bellows?
Oh. God.
Talk about voodoo
Well,
doll.
there are some people out there.
I was about to say no. I was about to say scratch that. I know multiple people, but oh, they have a rain pillow. I don't need it. I
Are
love
you sure?
Zelly's pillows, but damn, they're expensive. I already have one of their pillows downstairs.
Hootie?
No, I've actually got Zevron from Dragon Age.
Uh-huh.
Because that was what I bought from them at a convention. Oh god, what convention was that? I think that was 2015? Yeah, I think it was 2015, because I'm pretty sure that was the last Ramen Con that was in Radisson. Etsy's trying to tell me no. The page keeps experiencing an error in unloading, so apparently Etsy is trying to be my self-control right now.
Ha!
Bad.
I just
Got real quiet.
realized I think I made a mistake.
In NCIS, so I'm like paying attention, but also like watching the show too.
Oh, it's
That and
the
I'm
fuck
playing Pokemon.
That's fair. The fucked up story I'm reading got an update. Let's do it.
Oh no. The fucked up
One of the
story.
tags is creepy. Here, let me put it this way. It's Rada, Rain Centric, and one of the tags is Creepy Terra Snapdragon. I think you can put two and two together.
Ugh.
Is
Wait.
it that Vine story I remember reading once?
What now?
Is it that Haunting Vines one?
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
I actually do not. I don't feel like I've seen that one.
I don't feel like I've damaged myself enough today.
Right? Did you link it?
No,
I
do
did.
you want me to?
Go ahead.
Oh, you did?
Send that one into probably an NSFW or
Would it
It's
be
only
or-
rated teen.
Well, yeah, but some of the implications.
I can put a content warning on it.
Yeah, that works.
Let's see here.
so it doesn't qualify as cursed?
No, it's not cursed. It's just
Questionable. Ugh. Whoops.
That baby, I hear you chirping over there.
Well, now I don't
was
know.
that to the link I just put?
What?
Oh no, I heard you go. Ugh.
Oh no, that was me. What I was drawing. What I'm looking at here.
Ah. Eh.
Okay, I'm gonna consider this done now. So yeah. At some point, I need to actually appropriately line and color this one so that we can see what they look like open, but there's that. Alright, anyway. Now
I'm
that
pretty
that's
sure
done.
Taylor now knows what they look like open.
Hmm?
According to what y'all say about that orphan work one, I'm pretty sure Tara knows very well what they look like open.
Right? Yeah. It just occurred to me, by the way, also this, despite the fact that I, described everything in detail, this sketch exists on the internet as well. So, make of that what you will. Anyway, there's Brutus.
I guess you know why.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's Liam and Little Root.
Teaching his niece to be a little shit.
Pretty much. Let's see. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. Either go ahead and line up the trap dress or do fire, maybe. Because fire.
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 Aluminum.
Go ahead and see.
Where's my resin?
I have so
Not what I
many
wanted. One.
layers.
Where's my aluminum? Aluminum.
Aluminum.
Aluminum. I'm playing around on Astroneer and currently looking for where my stuff is, because there's my glass.
Still in trouble.
Carbon. Aluminum.
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 An enemy.
Oh, not what I wanted. Don't move it. Okay, cool. I didn't break that. Ah, whew, that was scary.
Very scary.
Do not want to go to bar trivia tonight.
To what?
Bar trivia.
Oh yeah, no, that wouldn't be any fun.
That's actually not that bad. I just don't want to do it tonight.
Understandable.
Okay. Make this fucking rail car so I can see how this fucking rail car system actually works. They've added a bunch of new stuff that I haven't actually fucking played with, so I'm like, oh, I guess that means I gotta make this shit now.
In Astroneer, you said?
Yes. Yeah, they've got, have this, they've had a couple updates, so I originally played this game prior to both of the updates, and currently the two updates that I haven't actually seen any of are the, I did not tell you to continue going, so please don't. There's this travel one where you can get, these rail cars. I don't actually know how they fucking work. Because I've never actually played with them. They were not on the game when I last played it. So I'm like going, how you work?
Wait a minute.
And
That's a good
when
question.
Wheel engines. Now I'm gonna need a copper.
This motherfucker.
I need copper. So I'm just fiddling around trying to figure out what exactly all this shit do. And so like, there's these new railway engines and rail cars and railway stations, and you know they've got all these things, and I'm like, okay, but I don't know what any of this stuff does. So that's a little on the interesting side, because I'm trying to I don't like the railcar things exist, and they look fairly interesting, and I want to see how they do, but I don't know what they do. Ah, shit. 5:30, and I've been fucking around this whole time. Could have gone upstairs and made food.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna mute for a bit.
Okay.
Have fun.
Instagram, are you like this?
Because it can. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need some water.
Idea.
Water's important.
That is debatable.
Excuse me.
Water's important. I didn't say I like it.
I can agree with.
That's some cool Teen Titans art. I support this. Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That went an interesting direction.
Oh dear.
I'm like, Teen Titans art, that's cool, I can support this. Oh.
Do we want to know?
Well, it was like Teen Titans in a house party, and I'm going through, and it's just like, it's the Teen Titans plus Black Star for some reason, and then it's like Cyborg and Beast Boy, and then Black Star, and then Sapphire and Black Star, and says sisters finally getting along, and Starfire is very clearly wearing Robin's jacket, and then the next one is Black Star kissing Robin.
Oh dear.
I was like, that escalated quickly.
I sure did.
It's about to get fucked, and not in a good way.
Right? That's... What? Okay, now I have Patrick Star with some sort of anime song in the background, writing a mechanical seahorse in the back rooms.
Mm.
What is going on? I have so many questions.
All the questions.
Is that a collapsible rolling shelf? I need it.
I'm allowed things that have collapsible in their name because they will collapse as soon as I touch them.
That's fair.
And or I will fall into them and they collapse. So close enough to the same thing.
And or you will fall into them.
I will slip, trip, or otherwise stub my toe or something and just end up falling on them and down it all goes. So either I just lean my... I can literally just touch it, like just barely touch it with my hand and it will collapse. And then other times I just slip or trip or whatever and fall and poof, down we all go.
Mm.
Oh. It's cats as the dragons from How to Train Your Dragon.
Ha!
I love them.
Oh, they love. Oh, we lost Dana at some point.
One of these things is not like the others. One of these things doesn't belong.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna share this one. Because one of these things is not like the others.
Oh, goodness. Is it going and talking, Arden?
Yes.
Okay.
It's funny. But yeah, I'll just grab it and talk about it.
Okay.
What do you want? What do you want?
Seems valid to me.
Right?
I knew it would, Farrell. One of these things is still not like the other.
You
Yeah,
can definitely
really
tell
dressed up.
which one is feral, though.
Right?
Right?
In my defense, the flower would not be pink.
That's
Guess
the
we
only
need to plan
argument.
about something.
Well, I was gonna say that. Well, obviously, the pink flower is why the murder is okay.
You dressed me in pink.
Just blue or something when it comes to flowers. Blue or maybe dark purple.
Have you know I am a sensitive, morose being. How dare you put me in froofy nonsense.
Would not describe myself as morose, but the rest of it, yeah, pretty much.
Damn it! Sorry, talking to myself.
Is okay.
Sometimes you need an expert opinion. Sometimes that expert opinion is screeching.
Sometimes that expert opinion is, damn it!
Yeah.
That expert
Someone
opinion
just-
needs to fuck off and leave me be.
So my bad guy, or one of my bad guys in my campaign got a very embarrassing death.
Please tell us more.
I am interested.
So I've told you about all the body
Damn it.
horror and stuff that the guy that they're chasing is doing. And they found one of his bases, and some creeps were dumping some bodies overboard and in a lake, and then there's an island on the lake.
I know
They
it's
deal
wrong.
with the dipshits. They deal with the dipshits and catch wind of the fact that this idiot looks to be staring at him from the lake before disappearing. They go over there with their new little dragon buddy who has all these earth abilities and proceed to start ripping the roof off his secret lair.
Because I was like, you know what? I don't want to go in the door.
Please tell me this is going to go Jurassic Park version.
And they tear it off, and they find 3 bodies in the ceiling. I think Shay was told about this. And
Not the bodies in the ceiling, but that you definitely.
I didn't tell her that they were in the ceiling.
Yeah, they because he was the dragon has like these earth abilities, a thing kind of like earth bending, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's something oddly crunchy in the ceiling that I'm ripping off here. Because they essentially found a buried foundation of a house.
Uh-huh.
And
Where foundations usually are.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't a house on top of it. There was
Yeah.
just nothing. It was just plant life and stuff. And those bodies were in the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they found that these were essentially 3 writhing zombies with no arms or legs,
Mm-hmm.
essentially begging to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Brutally verbal, if at best. Sam, with his ridiculous super senses, catches wind of someone making their escape across the lake.
That's ridiculous. Super.
This
That's
dude
pretty
can
ridiculous.
fly, and he's essentially low-key Supermaning across the lake as fast as he can.
Sorry.
We proceed to take pot shots at him. Pretty heavy pot
I
shots.
critted on him.
Yes, you did, honey. And Frost goes flying out after him with his goofy dragon powers, and shanks him with the sword. Now, what's funny is this character can go this enemy can go incorporeal, and that's what he's been doing. It's a hell of a defense.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a magic weapon, you have a 50-50 chance of hitting him. If you don't have a magic weapon, you have no chance of hitting him. And then if you have ghost touch, then you can hit him normally, which is a weapon quality. Well, he doesn't have ghost touch. So he does this impaling attack that he has a maneuver for. He manages to hit him with it. But actually hits him. He gets hit with a massive sword damage. Hard enough where two of the bodies back at the base that he was leaving pop. They figure out later that why these bodies were in the ceiling is that they were insurance policies. Because what he can do as part of his death abilities is redirect damage into a minion.
Yeah. This part I remember. I just didn't know that they were in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were basically in the ceiling. So had they gone down there and fought him, what would have happened is they would have stabbed him, done enough damage to injure him, and then in the ceiling heard a scream and had blood pour all over him. But that didn't happen because they cracked the roof open.
Because I was being petulant and was like, "Hey, Earth Mover boy."
Right.
He's escaping across the lake, and two of his insurance policies get popped in one go. The Frost's massive sword damage, big swinging dragon dick energy, and but since the guy's incorporeal, and this is only a moment of contact, keeps going. Now, what's funny about the impale maneuver is you have a weapon in you. If it gets pulled out, you now have a gaping fucking wound.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you have to take like some kind of action to pull the weapon out. This fucking guy, is incorporeal. So the weapon automatically went out of him because he kept going.
Mm-hmm.
So now he has a big gaping fucking wound. Now they have one of their other buddies, Sonder, was this cybernetic T-Rex mutant with angelic abilities, proceed to open fire on this idiot.
Mm-hmm.
And with his cannon, hits him, doesn't kill him. Actually, it does pop his last insurance policy, and basically do a solar strike, which puts a glow on them. He put this nasty burning glow on him, so now he's on fire, technically.
Mm-hmm.
So now this fucker's blazing through the air, on fire with a gaping chest wound. Makes it to shore, starts trying to put out the wound. Now he's made it across the shore. He's a good distance away from Jenny. Jenny proceeds, "No, you're not. I'm going to teleport over there." "What do you mean that's my full action?" "Fine, I'm going to take Sam with me who hasn't acted yet. And Sam's going to take his full action on this idiot." Then proceeds to stab the shit out of the guy with his shadow blade and his lightsaber.
That's fantastic.
There's a lot of weird shit in my games.
Yeah, there is.
Sounds fun though.
It's a fucking blast. He's not scaring the shit out of me.
Right.
The extra funny part is because they cause such a ruckus in the place that they're at, there's going to be cops coming, and they still need to grab stuff to investigate because they're not done with this investigation. It's because they got the nominal mastermind of it doesn't mean they're done. The fascists are still out there who are going to use this information.
Yep.
So they need to find the rest of them. And the signs point to a wizard school.
Wizard College. And it is going to be some very not cool shit at the Wizard College.
Yeah, they managed to save one of the people that were dumped overboard.
One of them was still alive when they dumped him overboard into the water.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I think all three of them were alive. Just two of them died.
Yeah, well, one of them was still alive when we got them out.
Yeah. And, as noted before, this is this is a lot of violence happening towards specifically half-elven women. They pulled him out of the drink. They had one woman who was alive and 2 men in women's underwear.
The woman identifies as Bradley.
Okay.
Because the woman is not. The woman
Because
has
what's
been
happening-
changed gendered.
What's happening, they were able to infer, is this character, how sick he is, had to, like I mentioned before, and I feel like I'm being an idiot mentioning this, but I had to go to a lot of dark places, think all this through. But this guy is not wasteful. He recycles.
Mm-hmm.
They specifically need half-elven women to make this work. They need this half-elven blood and the half-elf, half-human blood. Well, the men are otherwise useless. Transformation magic exists.
Mm-hmm.
So they force transition the men, who then turn back into women. But the way transformation magic works is most of the time you turn back into who you are when you die.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just further indignities being done to these poor people. And the signs point to this fucking wizarding school. Which, why do you ask? It does have Death Eaters.
Ah.
Are you gonna rip one of the towers off and throw it at them?
I love that giggle.
An earthbender just rip up a whole ass tower and throw it at everybody else, at the rest of school or some shit.
Well, I don't know what they're going to necessarily do with this information besides go there and stop it. But, each place had kind of a weird purpose as far as processing goes. Some of the first area was kind of like a refinement and low-end mechanical layer, mostly just for retrofitting the flesh. The second layer, haven't really dug into yet. The third layer was where the heavy lifting went. At the very least, they need to investigate the school to see why they're, what the hell the school's angle is in, transforming men into women, or if they're part of the processing. Hell, the school may be the third layer. But there is a headmaster Rowling, so I don't know why you asked that kind of thing.
Tell me she gets eaten by the dragon. Please let her get eaten by the dragon.
Actually, most likely she's probably going to get eaten by assassin vines.
I'm sorry, he.
Really? Oh.
Ha!
Really? Really, truly?
That school will be interesting. There'll be a lot of wizard fighting.
Be very interesting.
Be that one character who just says, "Fuck y'all, I'm a wizard," and throws the weapon or whatever and then calls it back. See, that's my magic spell.
Errol would be the barbarian who thinks they're a wizard, hitting people with a frying pan, calling it cast iron.
Exactly.
I cast iron.
Also, a really good cook or something because, might as well use the pan to its full capacity.
Yeah. Oh,
now,
shit.
what's funny... Yeah, wow, you almost screwed up.
I spaced out. Okay,
Please, be careful.
Alright, cool. I was going to have to do that again if you screwed that up. But, the park that they're in the middle of used to be an elven quarters part of the city. The elves left, and then it was used as a half-elven ghetto. Well, we know what happened to the half-elves in this area. But now it's kind of like a creepy suicide forest, full of crime. And the cops watch who go in and out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Had to sneak in there in the first place. Now they've caused a lot of gunfire.
Yeah.
We're going to have to, next session, hold off the popo while they get their whatever evidence they're going to grab and then make their escape. Jenny has a couple of solutions.
I do have a couple of solutions.
And I have a couple of complications.
Fantastic. It's great. I love your complications. They're great. Usually squelch.
Okay.
I'm being facetious, dear. You know that I am. Especially since you only sicked one vampire on us, and I'm surprised that there was only one.
It's a good point.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a really good point. On top of my head.
Oh boy.
She got really up in her feelings about the armor class.
I mean, in fairness to me, I have 5 points at the top of my dice where I can hit them, so that's reason to get up in my feelings about it.
Work on that.
I definitely should. Thanks, dear. Thank you.
You realize touch attacks could ignore part of that, right? If we had like a laser gun or something. Chemical sprayer.
I thought that shooting was a touch attack.
It can ignore armor, but not if there's armor meant to be anti-ballistic.
Okay.
Energy attacks still go.
Okay, well.
It's modern ass.
In fairness to me, I was under the impression...
I know. I'm letting you know.
Fantastic, thank you. I have been making you your,
Oh.
I've been making you a thingy to, cheese the poison. Your poison attacks. You know how I have my bracelet that I use to cheese the poison attacks? I am making you a thing to cheese the poison attacks with.
Okay. ESO. You wrap around my controller.
Yes.
To do the thing.
To cheese your poison attacks.
Right, for that thing. We were talking about D&D. I was sitting there going, are you gonna, like, poison me and then choke me out?
Honey!
Yeah, you switched topics on me there, babe.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm doing the thing right here. I was pointing to this.
I thought you'd gone feral on me for
Poison
a second
attacks. Poison attacks. Second off, fuck, bro.
Oh no, you hang out with the coven. They could change your mind. I don't know.
No, they can't. They can't change.
Wait,
my
what?
mind.
What did I do?
You didn't do nothing. You're fine.
Blaming you for things that aren't your fault.
I'm not blaming her. I'm blaming them.
Them as
You
a
called
unit.
me.
Yeah, he did. He being brat. Being brat.
Oh no.
Gonna get his head licked.
Don't do that. I don't have enough
Especially-
drink. I don't have enough caffeine in me.
Yeah, you definitely don't have enough caffeine in you. While I'm upstairs making food, I will see about seeing if there's a proper
shit.
tea to be made. Since boy howdy hasn't fucking drank any of that goddamn tea, I'm gonna dump it out. And he has drank some of your pop. I'm 99.9%
That's
sure.
fine. I get it. I'm just.
It wouldn't bother me so much if he would fucking ask, but he doesn't.
We could just bring that shit down here.
I think we're gonna have to start too. And we can just, ask for. It's a teeny tiny bitch.
It is.
He is teeny
Did you
tiny.
meet Mom?
No, he's on STO, Star Trek Online, and randomly saw a person running around who was just this teeny tiny hot off little shit. Of course, he's on like his great big huge enormous character. He's on his big ol' Gorn, who's this ginormous like 8 foot tall lizard dude.
In a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, in a Hawaiian shirt and dad pants. It's fantastic. But this teeny, it's like this teeny tiny 7 of 9 running past.
So made like essentially a doll.
Yeah, somebody made a fucking halfling 7 of 9.
Yeah, it couldn't have been more than 3 foot tall.
Yeah. It's funny because that means that they were an idiom. That should be any sort of surprise. We are in fact playing Star Trek.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very
yeah.
concerned about the creepy vampire coming out of the shadows and having a
Yes, I was
spiked chain and
I was very concerned about that. Very concerned, yes.
Were you now?
I seriously was. I was very concerned. Like, oh dear, what the fuck is that?
I'm over here without the rest of the team.
Well,
Was this an error?
I had other people there with me, but it was definitely an unforced error.
So apparently Orphan Works has hit again.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was surfing the Terra tag just now
Let me see.
to get the haunted vines. I literally
Okay.
just pulled it up to look for it. And guess who had just posted?
We're spying you.
I sent it to Curse Library.
Yeah.
Let's see what we're looking at. Let's see what we're looking at.
I'll
Okay.
send it to the curse reading curses. Here it is.
Yep. Okay.
What's going on?
I have no doubt of that.
Well, I'm gonna take a look.
I saw the tags and I went, oh fuck.
I didn't read the relationship tags before I started reading it.
I did. Then I
Huh.
went, oh fuck, let me get you guys.
I have many a question. Wait.
It was Rain and Terra.
Okay.
No, it's
Like-
it's more than just Rain and Terra.
that is as far as I got.
It's Rain and Terra, Ida and Terra, and Ida and Rain.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just not something that I'm going to be reading, dear. It's not like it's super horrible or anything like that. I'd probably have no problem, but it was just. Nope.
I'm gonna go
It's not
off
even
mic
1,000
now, by
words.
the way. I'm gonna go off mic
Those
now.
tags
Love
don't
y'all
tell
in stream.
anything.
You listen to some music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and shut the stream down. It's been a little while and everything's a little all over the place anyway, but we got a little bit done anyway. We got to see Brutus all being the mascot for the Plant Coven, and got to get started on Faust's Fire and got to have some fun conversations. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Okay, people, we love you. Bye bye.